didn't get all 260 sign up on Eventbrite, because I don't know how we would have fitted them in. But aren't folks fickled with events, as we all well know? So let's just take us through what we're going to be featuring. So first of all, I want to give a little bit of an introduction to myself, those of you who don't know. My name is Melonie Gould. I'm the CEO of Gateway to Enterprise. We were one of the first fintech businesses, alternative finance, within the UK about 5 years ago. That was a long, long time. Feels like a, well, lifetime. Probably feels that way. We actually have become a gateway to investment platform. So we've outsourced the finance side to one of our main competitors, and then we only work now in sourcing investment. So basically what we do, in partnership with Business Shaper, which are there, they do our documentation now. I don't have the time to do documents, so that's everything that you need to prepare, from your pitch decks to your IM summary to financials, to take you out to raise money. And then it's my job to actually raise the investment for you. Sometimes we do JVs as well, and at the moment for a client, which is because I work with international clients, I just worked one in Switzerland, so we've just done a 2 million raise. Now we have to do a bridging loan before we start the next raise, so that's working with a partner in Singapore. And then the reason why I prefer to be the back end, so to speak, is because I have quite a huge investor database. I probably have about 55,000. I did have more, but you know, last May we had the GDPR and that, well, we won't mention, another one like Brexit, we won't mention that, shall we? And then, so I've got about 55,000, we use a piece of software for investors. So a lot of you I've actually met, well not literally, but we've engaged on LinkedIn. So some people call me the queen of LinkedIn. But I do cheat a little bit, because I do have a piece of software that I use on their algorithms on there, so it's a little bit of a cheat. But I love LinkedIn. Who uses LinkedIn? Make sure you connect with me, or if you haven't done already. Amazing. But as for that other one, Facebook, I haven't got an idea. Not a clue. It's a good job I've got a social media team. So the next thing that we do is investment events, and we do them as in for clients. So Matteo, who is the co-founder of Blue Sky Natural Resources, is actually one of my clients. So not only do I do the race for him, I do his investment events. So I'm just going to be introducing him in a moment. So we do, sometimes we do them for clients, and sometimes we do a pitch. So we do every quarter a pitch with Business Shaper, where we have our clients, never more than 12, that pitch to an audience of investors with an investor panel. And then other times we partner other people. So for example, this year we've got some people that are waiting to come in. Please come in, we do have some seats. Come in. Sorry, let's fill it up. So we have this year going on the 2nd of April, we're in Monaco for the Global World Summit investor event, and I have partnered then, and I know Matteo's coming with me, and I'm sure some of the others will be coming with me, and we're actually, yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. So I'm one of the main speakers. Last year we partnered USA Family Office. We did 2 events for them here in London, and we did 2 with them in the USA. Excuse me. And today I have a new partnership, which is IW Capital. Some of you might know them, so I'm going to be doing some events for them. So let's move on, and let's firstly bring us back to the reason we're here. And the reason we're here for a lot of us is to find out more about Blue Sky Natural Resources, waste to commodities, and medical cannabis is only one of them. So what we thought we'd do with you, because I know there's a lot of you here this evening who wanted to be educated, and that includes myself. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story before I introduce our panel, who are going to educate you, because they're the experts, I'm not. I have had a great relationship with Matteo for about 6 years, and we've worked on many projects together. And I knew he was working in medical cannabis, but I didn't know anything about it. And then I was at an event in July at the Meridian, which was USA Family Office, and this young man came up to me and he said his name, and then he said, I'm raising for medical cannabis 12 million US dollars, and I've been told you're the person in the UK to do it for us. I said, I think they've got that wrong. I don't know nothing about medical cannabis and I've never raised for it before. He said, oh no, you came highly recommended. And I thought, well, I'm going to listen a little bit longer because he was rather easy on the eye. And I did, actually, and I recommended a great restaurant here. And then what happened was I went to New York, didn't end up going to the restaurant with him, but I ended up going to be a speaker in New York in October at the largest investment event in the world, which was 800 investors there. And he came up to me and he said, do you remember me? I said, how could I forget? I said, what happened? He said, I raised 12 million US dollars. I said, really? I thought, I've got to get back and work with Matteo. And then he said, we're coming over to the UK next year, so we still want you to work for us. So I said, well, when you're ready, please do. And I said, I think you owe... He said, by the way, that restaurant was amazing. I said, oh, I think you owe me a lunch there. Anyway, so that was how the story. So I came back to Matteo and I said, I want in. And not only did I want in, and I started, as I do with all my clients, I research, and I've gone on a journey of education, because I need to know what my clients, what we're raising, why we're raising. And these are some of the things. We will be sharing the presentation with you next week, plus photographs and videos. And so just Warren Buffett, who has been one of my heroes for many, many years, he also writes articles and endorses this. And it has been predicted, as in reported, that we could overtake Canada being the largest producer of medical cannabis. Though I actually heard today, by following some of the, because it's such a buzz and a hype and a trend at the moment, that one of the Canadian companies could be offering returns as great as 1,000%, which I thought was a little bit exaggerated, but when I spoke to Matteo today, he said no, it's somewhere where we're heading for. So I've done some, the World Health Organization have asked for a downgrade on medical cannabis. I've also put in there, actually, in Kent, 2 decades ago, before it was legal here, which was last November 2018, yes, am I correct? Good. It was used to treat epilepsy, and now that company, GW Pharma, which have now, they're now worth 3.5 billion. So with your investment, this is where we are going to take the next round, blue sky. And I just wanted to put a little bit down there. We've been featured in the Times, medical cannabis, twice this year, and we're only in the end of February. How awesome is that? So without further ado, I'm going to hand you over to our speakers.